Yo, what's up, guys? It's me. I'm gonna give my thoughts about Big Pun's Yeah, Baby. Now, I got my mind changed on this album. I really think it's a really good album, a really good follow up to Capital Punishment from 1998. Big Pun, you already know who the fuck is Big Pun. He's the member from Terror Squad. Rest in peace to him. He died in 2000 because he have like been overweight. Because when he did a couple works, he did another song by before after ending of Capital Punishment. He did the song "We Could It," we would could. Where the fuck was it? It was on that song by Naughty by Nature. He did that. He did "Off the Books," which I like that track too. And I really like the other track that he really did on fuck, but it was on some other track by before Capital Punishment, which is the crazier enough that came the same year as that album too. And he did a lot of couple tracks. He's a really underrated rapper from the Bronx, represent from there. I'm not from there, but I'm from San Antonio, Texas, which is crazier about that too. Now, my thoughts about Big Pun's Yeah Baby. Taking back at looking at it, it's a really good follow up, by the way. And the intro, the track called the Creator intro, which is it reminds you of this cartoony shit that it should have been in the music video. You know, this cartoonic, the devil is, trying to do some other stuff and, witch me master, like some other shit. And because he talks about Annie Murphy, he's fucking funny. Michael Jackson, he has fucking money and fame and he touched kids, which I don't even know if that happened was the case or not because I was not there at all because I was born in 2003, which the album was already Yeah Baby too. And talks about that and then it ends up to watch those. You can pop those. I really fucking like this track. I really like this track. Plenty of references of cocking. I mean, caulking, where the fuck it is. Barry, yeah, probably Big Pun is a construction site guy. Puts caulking on their baseboard or cocky, or whatever the fuck it's called. Frying hell, doing poppy and all that other shit. References to that. And one in the clip and one of the whole. You know the song from Regular by Warren G and Nate Dogg. Rest in peace to him too. And it's a reference to that track too. That because Nate Dogg said one in the clips and one in the hole. Got watch those and pop those, and I like the whole energy of this album. It's fucking and crazy overall. I like that overall. That's the Big Pun that really takes me back to the Capital Punishment album. That track really fits from Yeah Baby. The track ends up to Off the Hits by Prospect and Cuban Links, which I'm not, what's it called? I'm not really big on Cuban Links, that big of a person. Okay, to begin with, I'm not really big on Cuban Links, which what you're trying to copy that Raekwon album built for Cuban Links, which is a classic album too. What you're gonna want to copy that shit? That fucking name, nigga. And then ends up to a couple tracks. New York Giant by MOP. Remember one song that came out that was overplayed? MOP, I was not really big on MOP like that to begin with. I rather listen to EPMD, Wu Tang Clan, NWA, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, and other type of shits. But I'm not really, to begin with, I'm not really big on MOP like that. I'm so sorry if you like MOP, that's cool. But MOP, when their first song got big, no one really bought their shit like that. That really, a lot of people older heads like me, I mean other old heads before me, probably liked MOP. But for me, I didn't get into MOP like that at all. I like the featuring on the track, but I'm not really on big on MOP. they became they hit Wonderverse, and no one never talked about fucking MOP like that. They never. If you look up MOP, no one never gets talked about overall. They don't get that much of a praise, I think. And yeah, that I mean, I like the track, and I like they got featured on this track. But for me, I was really not big on MOP like that. I heard their track, but they were also on a remix from Symphony 2000, which is crazier enough. Was on an EPND track by Back on Business. I mean, Out of Business, my bad. And yeah, I'm not big on MLP like that because they were hit wanderers. No one never gives a two fucks about them. And ends up to My Dig featuring Tony Ye not Tony Yayo. I almost confused the other nigga by G Unit. I'm talking about Tony Sunshine, who which being featured on another track too. I'll get to that too. I really think that name should have been called something else because I don't get it what these rappers about. All these niggas talking about my dick. What the fuck? Why? It's like I don't get about these tracks talking about body parts, putting body parts on a title track. Like the fuck? I just don't get it why they put it my dick. They should put something else, my rap or my style or something cooler. What the fuck is my dick? Ends up to round ones. I like that one too. Mrs. Martin, which it's a good beat. I fuck with it. And then wrong ones. Oh, I think I did talk about wrong ones. Laugh at You by the same guy who did my dick too, Tony Sunshine. I like laughing at you because it's really really cool. I like that track, which is an evil version of Tony when he talks about I'm laughing at you and you told me I was cracking like a smile and Big Pun does that ha 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 and it was all a dream, like reference to Biggie Smalls. It was all a dream. It was my Complex magazine, like that reference to Juicy. I mean Juice. What's that Earth song called? He talks about some other shit overall on this track, which it's the crazier enough that he talks about that, about how just some crazy shit. He talks about, you know, a lot of stuff like that. I really like the track Laughing at You. It's a really good track by Yeah Baby. Enter to Air Pun. No, wait a minute. That's Litterface. Litterface is fucking good. I like Litterface. This track fit from Texas Chainsaw Massacre's tribute overall. It's a really fucking banger, yo. Looking back at it, and he referenced to Gary T from if you hear from a reference to Star Wars or some shit. I don't need no love, and he samples Scarface. If you seen that part of that movie of Scarface, I got later, man. You don't want to happen to your friend, right? This one never happened to you, right? Hour later, man, and an hour later, man, he samples that on Scarface 1983. That's one of my favorite fucking movies, and I really like that track. Little Face ends up to Air Pun. It's fucking trash to begin with. I'm not big on Air Pun. Air Pun is really not a good track overall, and I don't know why the fuck he added a that track that was really unneeded where Big Pun snoring and farting was just fucking disgusting. We really don't want to hear that shit. I really don't want to hear that track of Big Pun farting and taking shits. We really didn't need that overall. It was kind of stupid. It's Hard, which is one of the songs that it's a tribute to Big Pun's passing, and it's a really decent song. It's kind of sad for others. Like a lot of rappers are there, like Nas, Exhibits in the video. They're both underrated too, and they were both in the same. No, wait a minute. Exhibit was in the same company as Big Pun, Loud Records, which is my favorite company. But Sally it didn't stay that long until when Exhibit dropped Master is the Machine, Man vs. the Machine. That was one of the last albums from Loud Records. Loud Records was the fucking shit back then. I'm not gonna lie to you. Loud Records which is more better than Aftermath Records, which is more better than the rest of the records, even that bullshit PD record, Bad Boy Entertainment. That's which it sucks. And Loud Records is a good company. It's the same company as Xavier, Wu Tang Clan, Ghostface Killer, other rappers that they were in that record label overall in their prime days. And there's a couple tracks in here, but taking back at looking at Yeah Baby, I have to say it's a really good follow up to Capital Punishment, which I'm gonna put this in my channel too, Capital Punishment too. And yeah, it's a really good track overall. I fuck with Yeah Baby. So I don't got much to say. It's a really good album.